Hi friends, welcome to my video. Welcome to Monday morning of the day that I'm actually trying to release this video. I wanted to release something entirely different about vegan sort of transitional food, sources of protein. And I realized that I was not gonna make it because I couldn't get away from my kid. I'm just not able to film in the same way that I would like to. That's just kind of the way things are right now. I am cooking up a bunch of vegan stuff. Thank goodness, because it's the last week of Veganuary on my channel. I'm hoping to get this video cut and shared with you by this evening. Plant foods, Maahi? Plant foods? Do you have anything to add? No. Do you need a nap? Yes. You know what? I need him to nap. I need him to nap so that I can accomplish something. Let's get started.
Cold pizza like Tuesday. I got food up in the fridge.
Oh yeah, you just yawned? Good, that's what I like to see.
Y'all keep looking for that new wave.
This time of the morning has the potential to be very hectic. Maahi only naps for an hour, sometimes a little bit less. So I'm eating breakfast, going through the contents of my fridge, trying to figure out what to make for lunch. I put a giant pot of water to boil for some pasta. I knew I was going to make a pasta dish, and I had an eggplant in my fridge that really needed to be cooked. So I've got a bit of garlic here, some tomatoes, a large onion, and I knew I was going to be using this eggplant. An eggplant that, you know, had seen better days. So it was definitely time to get it cooked up. Both the eggplant and the onion are just roughly chopped. The eggplant is in about 1 inch to 1.5 inch size pieces. And my water is now boiling. This is salted water, by the way. And I'm using spaghetti, but you can use any pasta of your choice. I heard this tip from Matt Preston. I think I read it in an article. He's one of the judges from MasterChef Australia. He said that you should add a bit of ice cold water into the pasta water when it's boiling again, and that'll help prevent it from sticking. If I find the article, I'll link it down below. Here I am, checking my pasta, making sure that it's al dente. I strained it, drizzled a little bit of olive oil, and then set it aside to work on my eggplant. Thankfully, I got that step done. Now I have a bit of oil here in my giant pot. I've added some whole cumin and mustard seeds, as well as some curry leaves. This is going to be an Indian-inspired pasta. It's a masala eggplant pasta, so let's see what I come up with. In go the onions, give those a bit of a stir. Trying to cook those for a few minutes, 1 or 2 minutes at least, before adding in the clove of garlic, just one. And I'm adding a bit of tomato paste here because the Roma tomatoes that I'm using, or the plum tomatoes, are not seasonal and they lack a certain depth of flavor, so the tomato paste will help with that a little bit. And once that's cooked down, I'm adding the eggplant. The pot that I'm working in, it's a cast iron pot and it retains a lot of heat, so I have to play a lot with my stove's temperature when cooking to make sure that nothing is sticking. In spite of that, my eggplant is clinging a little bit to the bottom of the dish, but that's nothing a little water can't fix, so just a splash of water to help deglaze the bottom of my pot, and on I go, just mixing this up. And I want to cover it for another maybe 2 to 3 minutes. That eggplant will cook, it'll steam a little bit inside. And this is about 3 minutes later. I still have a little bit of sticking. That's okay. A touch of water, and now I can add the tomatoes as well as some cremini mushrooms that I found in my fridge that really needed to be cooked, much like my eggplant. So I'm just going to make sure those are fully incorporated. And at this point, I heard a little noise. Oh, there he goes. He's kicking. Oh, this is like not even an hour. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add my spices. That's dhania powder, so that's coriander powder. A little bit of haldi, but like not a lot. I don't want to yellow it up too much. You know what? Let's just throw the salt in there too while we're at it. What the heck? Garam masala. I would normally add a little later, and I'm gonna just combine this. I'm gonna have to actually switch it off and leave it while I tend to Maahi. We do have the spices and a bit of salt in there that will help to bring the flavors together, and I have to leave this. I can't finish it right now. Hi, baby. Hello. Oh, there it is. Welcome back. Can't get anything done. Can't accomplish anything. Can't cut new videos. Can't even do what we want to do. That didn't even make sense. This is pretty much me every morning, trying to multitask and accomplish things. It's very overwhelming and sometimes it's also frustrating. He looks like that, so we don't mind. That is mostly true. Sometimes I don't mind. I was able to get some of my own work done, and then when Maahi was occupied in his favorite rocker, I was able to revisit the kitchen. This is actually looking pretty saucy. I guess whatever residual heat was in here did some kind of magic on it. I did decide to make some adjustments after giving a piece of eggplant a little taste. I decided to adjust the salt, and I even added a bit of black pepper. This is, I would say, more in line with how I cook most of the time. It's kind of like flying by the seat of my pants and then making stuff up as I go along, and maybe that's what I should really be sharing on my channel more, just the kind of everyday cooking that I do. Let me know if you think that's a good idea, if you don't mind this kind of format. Maybe a little less baby content next time, but this kind of impromptu, everyday, a more relaxed kind of cooking. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I would really appreciate it. So I've added my pasta. I've incorporated it as best as I can. This is of course an Indian inspired dish, so a very generous amount of freshly chopped coriander is going into the pot, and I'm simply incorporating it as best as I can. This was our lunch from earlier today. I'm now taking a plate of it to Pranav, who continues to work from home. You ready?
Beautiful. More of a...
It's a masala eggplant pasta.
I love it. Is that what you were trying to envision?
Mm-hmm.
It looks beautiful.
I am happy to report that in addition to looking beautiful, it was in fact very delicious. It's definitely a homely dish, but it was tasty.
Mmm.
It's different, right?
Revolutionary. It's delicious, very nice. The curry flavor, eggplant is done so nicely, and the pasta is so al dente. It's beautiful. You want to try?
I really hope you like this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, where I really hope that I can stay on top of my content. Thanks so much guys for watching, and I'll see you soon.